Welcome back, anybody who's joined us. I don't think anybody has yet, but let's actually take a look. No viewers as of yet. I'm up to 13 followers though. Good to hear. Hey, Lurch. It's got an unusually high um, amount of data going through right now. I might have just picked a bad time to stream. Uh, I need to end the stream and then start again, maybe. Normally by now it would have kicked me out and made me try again. Let's see. Let's see. I'm restarting Fractured right now, guys. Hopefully that'll speed it up. Yeah, did you see that notice I just got about unusual high traffic or whatever? Went by too fast for me to read, but okay. Sounds like I'm going to be actually getting in here in a second because I can hear people's characters walking around. Yeah, I turned the music off because it's way too loud. It'll be on milder when I actually get into the game, but it doesn't let me adjust the volume during the load screens. Not yet, anyway. Oh, kick me up. That's okay. I know it can take a couple of times sometimes to log in. Usually it takes me about 3. Switch to just a pony. Switch to just a pony. Hit play. Let's try this. It's switched. See if it lets me play Dathis. Nope. Let's try creating a new character. Male. Take the default values. Make this one a gladiator. Let's start up there. Get to watch me make a character creation. And then let's try to start with Cormier. Play. Hey, it's letting me hit play now. Oh, I think I'm going in. Hey, I made it in. And then I'm out again. Yeah, but then it kicked me right back out again. Now I'm in. Hey, I can move. Now, I just made this new character, so I'm going to have to go through the starting quest again. So first off, I got to gather some wheat. It's moving dead slow. And it kicked me out again. You know what they say, 300 times his charm. Okay, I'm in. Let's see if this works. Let's see. Yeah, I think they're just extra laggy today because of the opening up of the servers. See if I can get some walking going. Hey, I can walk. I'm also using my uh, phone as a hotspot right now, which might be part of what's slowing me down too. Because Allison's using the main Wi-Fi for her work. What's that? I know, that's what I said. You didn't need to comment. What I have to say here? Well, it's an open world sandbox, massive multiplayer role playing game. So you go out, you fight, and you improve your character, but it's not experience based. It's knowledge based. So you unlock talents and abilities through spending knowledge points that you gain from discovering new resources and by defeating monster types a certain number of times. So you don't level up. Oh, and there I go again. Right now, there's just the two to playtest, the two archetypes, the gladiator and the arcanist. Gladiator is your fighter type, and the arcanist is your spellcaster. But everybody can learn all the different all the different talents. It's just yep. Well, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to share my home network when she's working because of working for a bank. She has to have exclusive use of the internet, our main internet. So usually my phone's pretty good, but sometimes it lags. I'm probably getting near the end of the cycle. Yeah, anyway, you anybody can use any talents and abilities. So it's not really class based. All the archetypes are is just preset skill selections, so that you can go in and see where am I at now. Trying to figure out where I'm at. Oh wait, I came in with the wrong character this time, didn't I? Sure did. Keeps defaulting back to Dathis. You kill a certain number of a monster and you'll get him partially cleared, and you might unlock one or more abilities, and then you get him fully cleared, and you might unlock others. For instance, there's these spiderlings that you fight in near this home base area. That if you fight them, you will unlock the magic missile skill. And either one can use them. Now, there are restrictions on using the skills, though. Like, for instance, the spell casting skills don't work if you're armed with fighting type armor. So if you're in medium or heavy armor, then you can't use any of the spell type skills. And then if you have like a mage weapon equipped instead of a melee weapon equipped, you can't use a lot of the combat-based skills because they don't work with the mage weapon. Like, for instance, Second Wind, which is a big, massive heal with a big cooldown. It's nice, but you have to not be wielding your mage's staff to use it. Now, luckily, you can use your spells without your mage's staff. So I will sometimes unequip my staff just long enough for me to use second wind, because I did unlock it with that character. And then your starting skills for each archetype are based on which archetype you get. So sometimes when you finish completing a monster, the skill that it unlocks is going to be one that you already have, because it's meant for other people to be able to grab, not just your guy. Like, for instance, second wind is a skill you start with as a fighter type, but you can unlock second wind too. I don't remember which. I think it's the wolf that allows you to. Oh, and there we go again. I am just not keeping connection today. I may have to stop playing for a while. Sucks because I only get very limited time to play. If I had a separate router, I would be on it right now, but of course we can't afford two routers. The starting quests, of course, are just to get you used to doing things like crafting and stuff for essentials. In fact, you craft your first weapon, you craft your first food supply. That's what I gathered wheat for. And one of the great things, though, one of the realistic things is when you... And it kicked me out again. Is when you harvest something like wheat, you don't just pull up wheat, you also pull up plant fibers. And so you can use those plant fibers to make clothing and stuff. It's not always just one thing you're getting when you're doing your harvesting. Also, if you try to harvest something larger, like large stones or logs, by chopping down a tree, you can only carry one log or one large stone at a time in both your arms, so you have to get a cart because it doesn't fit in your inventory. And it's about to kick me again. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time, and if that doesn't work, then we're probably going to be out of here for a while. Because playing yo-yo like this is not doing any good. I'll just have to play some later. Now it is Allison's birthday, so we'll be gone part of the afternoon once she gets off work, taking her to Lambert's for her birthday. So if you do see her, make sure to say happy birthday to her. Yeah, this is still in alpha testing. Lurch said, Lambert's. Let's see. Yeah, this is way new. I kickstarted it last year. And my kickstart level gives me beta 2 or beta 3 access. I don't remember which. So I have to wait till we get to that stage of the beta before I can do any regular long-term playtesting. But every once in a while, they do these special playtest weekends and weeks. Back in April, they did like a little over 2 weeks of playtesting where anybody with a beta access could get in. This time, they're actually, from the 28th to the 1st, anybody can get in. But if you had like a beta key, you could get in on the 26th instead of the 28th. Give you a couple of extra days to get caught up in the game. And right now, you can win a beta key. So, or not a beta key, but an access key that can give you like unlimited alpha access. So I'm kind of looking forward to something like that. Craft. Did I get all my dough crafted? Nope, I guess not. That's why it was bogging out. But, yeah. So it's a new game. It probably won't be out for actual full play till sometime next year, if not longer. They extended the last beta access. It was really only supposed to be like a week, but they extended it out for like another week or two just because, and they offered it just because of the coronavirus, just to give us, something to do when we're stuck at home. Let's see. Yeah, still showing 3 viewers. Be nice if if I get 3 viewers through. Big part of it though, because like I said, I need an average of 3 viewers. And yesterday I was on this for like almost 7 hours, 6 hours 50 minutes, and the most I had was 7 viewers at any one time, but it only bumped me up like a 0.1 viewers on my average. Because of course I do this a lot. Well, no, I trying to take advantage of as much of the time on it as possible. Like, tomorrow I'll have dialysis, but then after dialysis, I'll come home and I'll have to wait till Allison's off her phone to have really good access. But I will jump on for a while and use my phone as Wi-Fi like I'm doing today if it works. And get to play. I like to play late at night because not as many people are on. So it speeds it up, and then of course I'm also using the household Wi-Fi later at night too, so that helps. Of course I have to kind of work it around my other streaming schedule. Like yesterday I was supposed to stream some Final Fantasy X, but I just nobody came in really looking to watch Final Fantasy X, so I just kept up that extra 2 hours streaming this, because the whole point of it was game streaming. So figured I could replace Final Fantasy X streaming for Fractured streaming for a little while. But I don't like to, like, for instance, have it override my RPG college stuff. And I do that on Tuesday nights. And Tuesdays when they first gave me access, so I had to balance it a little bit. I'm probably not going to be one of the ones to win a key. There's some areas I can't get past. My main character on this particular round of alpha testing, I guess, because they reset it between alpha tests. This particular run, my main character is stuck on like infinite corpse runs because they just implemented the part where you respawn back in town, but you leave your body behind, and your body don't hang out for very long either. So a lot of times I've been keeping spare gear in my bank just to equip my character when I die and go back. You can die a few times before you actually respawn at home automatically. What happens is the first few times you die, depending on what your stamina is at, you will respawn there in about, some like 60 seconds. But then after you're down to no stamina and you die, then you are forced to respawn back at either your home if you built a home property, or at the last city you were at. And or you can, of course, choose to do that right away by hitting a button, because there'll be a button up there that says home or last city, and you can hit those buttons as long as you have a home or a last city. Pretty much always have a last city, but like I haven't bought a home yet that costs 500 in-game gold, and only humanoids give gold, and I haven't come across a lot of humanoids yet. Goblins and zombies now is it. Nothing else has had any gold on it. And so far they don't have any stores buying stuff off the players. So resource gathering is not a store kind of thing. See, now it wants me to rest and do my quick sets. So let's get out of the campfire menu. Oh, and I'm about to log out again. Oh, what has Lurch got to say now? I don't know if I'm going to even bother going back in right now. And it locked my screen. Okay. You can find it on a zombie. Gold is on zombies and goblins so far. Those are the only two humanoid enemies, though, that I've fought. You can also... They introduced PvP in this one, but you have to join one of the factions, or what they call the militias, in order to be PvP. And I made the mistake of joining a militia, and a guy kept freaking corpse camping me for no apparent reason, really, because I don't think there was much in my corpse worth getting. I don't even know what you can get by jumping on somebody else's so much right now at this point in the game. So I haven't activated PvP, and I deactivated PvP on that other one. I exited my militia. Let's see. It's weird how many games give you money, gold, for killing something like a tiger or other monster. Yeah, this one doesn't. There's much more realism in this game. That is something I do like about it. But means that you're not gathering funds as quick as you would in other games. Like every time I go to pick the ability menu, it's kicking me back out. And I need to set up my presets for my next tutorial quest. There's only like 3 or 4 tutorial quests, and then there's a quest to visit 3 areas in the game, and I've only ever managed to visit 2 of them. So, although I will tell you, I took on a spider lich last night or earlier today. That was kind of new and different. I beat it, but I dropped quite a few times. Luckily, I could keep my stamina up a little bit. Yeah, luckily you can't hit anybody in town with this game, but you can outside of town. As you can see, if you're looking at my screen now, I'm setting up my presets for my combat. I'm gonna call this quick combat presets. Okay, now I've got my presets. It won't let me memorize it right now because I haven't slept. You only get to memorize your presets right after you've camped, either at a fire pit like here in the inn, or at a campfire. In the campfire, you want to keep 10 stones and 10 branches with you at all times, because that's what lets you build campfires. And then campfires will let you do anything that a fire pit will let you do, like, certain recipes for food, mainly recipes for food, but also resting so you can get your presets back. Now I got my presets back. I'm going to go ahead and put my second wind way over here under G, because that one's got the long cooldown, so I don't use it all the time. Put my hammer one there, my kind of shadow one there. Put my shield bash there. The shadow one just didn't stick. There we go. As soon as those are done, yeah, you'd figure. Well, I figure that there's going to be more archetypes once the game launches fully. Let's see. It wants me to craft linen and a workbench, linen weave. So let's go to the workbench now. Okay, go to linen weave. This is where those plant fibers are going to come in. I know I need 3 of these right now. Craft. It is an interesting game. Let's see how many. We've got 4 viewers now, so somebody else has joined us. Feel free to say hi and join in the conversation. We're a little laggy today because it's the first day of the open May test alpha, where today, starting today, anybody can log in up until June 1st, and then they'll cut us off again while they do some more updates and stuff. They're still working on things like player cities and other stuff like that. So they're always implementing new stuff. They need to work a little bit more on the communication, global chat kind of systems. Now let's see. I'm going to make some bandages. Oh, wrong one. Linen bandages. I'm going to craft all. And I died, and I lost my connection again. Go back to Cormier. Back to play. Let's see what it says here. Is there a way to see who joined other than the chat? I have only done a couple of live streams and can only see who is based on comments in the chat. Well, you can go into your stream manager, and at the top of your stream manager screen, it'll tell you how many viewers you currently have. Won't tell you the names of anybody. I think there's some extensions you can get that'll do that, but it will tell you how many viewers that you've got and total views and stuff of that nature. So that helps. And it's kind of sometimes hard to find the stream manager though, so I'm kind of keeping it open, and I've favorited it on my computer. And there I go again. Ugh. This is so frustrating. Fractured is receiving a lot of file information right now, so yeah, loading world. Hey, looks like we might be getting in quick still, even with the warning. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff I'm trying to learn from using Twitch, and there I go again. I'm started to use a different overlay. I was using OBS Streamer, an OBS program that lets you record and stream. Now I'm using something called XChat Broadcaster because it's what Felicia Day uses. And it lets me set up like kind of different windows. I can put up a Be Right Back screen. I can put that scrolling thing on the bottom that sends people to my Patreon and stuff. I can have my webcam incorporated with my screen share. I don't have my webcam on right now because I'm just wrapped in a blanket. Nobody wants to see my bare chest. And it knocked me out again. I think I'm going to stop playing for right now. Just because there's too many server issues. And trying to play it using my... phone as Wi-Fi is just killing me. But I will show you what the stream manager looks like. I can change over and take it out of game share and have it window share. And you can see what my stream manager looks like here in just a second. Okay, so we'll go into my XChat and I'll close that and then make a new source. And this is going to be a screen capture, the stream manager. There you go. As you can see up at the top, it tells you how many viewers you have, how many times you've been viewed, how many followers you have, the total time that you've been online this session, and what your bit rate has been. Let's see. There's my glasses. There they are. I'm mostly streaming straight off my PS4 when I solo stream, but I'm sure there is a way to do those kinds of customizations with that, right? Yeah, you can do game capture if you've got like your PS4 networked into your computer network, I believe, because it does have a game capture ability, and it looks for what games you might be playing on your PC, or through. I think you can get them off your network to get your PlayStation stream. There's a way to do it. I know there is. If nothing else, you can HDMI in or something from your PlayStation so that it kind of goes to a window on your computer and then stream that computer. I don't know. When I do the PlayStation ones, I do it off the PlayStation 2, and then I just have my laptop in front of me with my stream manager so I can keep track of things, and it's easier to chat there than on the PlayStation. And then I'll have the PlayStation doing the stream of like Final Fantasy X. Um, as you can see now, it's kind of doing an infinite loop right there. Because we're streaming a copy of the stream and a copy of the stream and stuff, so it looks like one of those where you have two mirrors facing each other. Um, but the XChat broadcaster is nice because, like I said, I can take this, for instance, and shrink it, and I can put a webcam over here, or side by side, or I can put the Twitch chat right there, and I can use this as my main chat channel. I could have several windows locked into the thing here so that when I'm switching windows, you're not seeing every window I might see. Like right now, it's set to um, my Google browser. So whichever browser tab I've got open. But if I individualize this tab and leave it set to just this tab, by dragging it off of the Chrome, then I can go into the other Chrome windows without this swapping out. So like, for instance, if I had some extra information I wanted to look at, but I didn't want everybody watching to see, like my email, you don't need to see what my emails are. Or normally I don't want other people to see what my stream manager is showing. So that's the thing. Now, as I was talking about at the meeting, if you go to these raid channel thing here, you can pick a channel that you've got on your favorites that's currently live, or you can go search for a live person and you can set it to raid. So at the end of your broadcast, you can send all of your current viewers over to raid that other channel as a friendly way of sharing viewers. And if you do that enough times, someone might do the same thing back to you when they see that you're broadcasting and they're getting ready to come offline. Uh, and that will help you build your own particular community. But that's like what I was saying we could do with the game server is when one of us is not streaming at our channel, we could redirect our channel to the game server, and we can have the game server set to either redirect to us when it's not streaming, or have it constantly have something going on, even if it's just looping our vendors promo things, which is what I think it should do, is loop our vendor promo things when we don't have an actual show going on. And then when we have an actual show going on, we go live, and at times when we've got scheduled shows on our channels, we could schedule those to be hosted by the game channel somehow. I'm not sure how that scheduling goes. Might have to actually have somebody physically go in and set it to host over there and then set it back to host when we're done, because I don't think you can preemptively set it to host. But that could be something we could do too, so that way, instead of, like, for instance, me broadcasting to the game Twitch channel directly, I could broadcast to my channel when I'm doing one of my shows, but it'll simultaneously broadcast on the game channel, so it's just like I'm doing it, and it will share our chats. So that's something I'm thinking we're going to want to do now. When I stream with Angel for Left Claw Studios, use his high-end laptop and video capture card to stream basically anything we want. At home on my own, I don't have a video capture card. My computer's also not running very well, but I haven't looked into it. Yeah, I think it is a video capture card that you use to capture like video from your PlayStation. Not sure. I've not used that technology myself either. but I think because I do remember seeing something about video capture cards under the setup tutorials for this um, broadcaster program. But yeah, so like I said, if we can get everything set up right when we're doing it for game and eclectic endeavors, um, we could have it go to like my show when I've got a set one that is specifically more related to game that we've got on our schedule, and have it go to your show when you guys are doing your Left Claw Studios thing, and it fits into game's schedule. You know, they don't have anything else conflicting with it, and it could go to Greg's show. And in between, when there's no shows, no game show, no show from us or from game itself, then we could just have it streaming looped videos from our sponsors, and that will just be kind of like our commercials. No, my PS2 games are on my PlayStation 4. Um, I have it downloaded on PlayStation 4, Final Fantasy X, and Dark Cloud. I don't have a working PlayStation 2 anymore. Said I've not used a video capture card either. I do the retro gaming. I just do it with paid for download games from PlayStation 4's shop, full versions, because I buy them in the bundles when they put them on sale. For no more than like 10 or 15 bucks. I get 2 or 3 games out of it. So, like, I just got 10 and 10-2 plus 2 expansions, all for like 10 bucks. And back when I got Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2, they were $10 for both of them. Um, yes, I'm using the built-in PS4 um, streaming when I do stream from there. Uh, and I do actually prefer mostly uh, playing consoles when I play games. I don't like to do them too much on my computer anymore, just because you can play hell trying to keep your computer updated to run all the games you want to run. And I'm using laptops, and that means I'm not cracking this sucker open and upgrading it myself. I would do that if I had a desktop, but I'm not doing it with laptops. And so I mostly use the laptop for things like managing my broadcasting of like panels and stuff, educational stuff, maybe some karaoke, um, and I use it for like Dungeons and Dragons, like Roll20. If I wanted to eventually I want to get one of my Roll20 groups up to the point where we're able to broadcast our sessions live, and everybody's okay with it. Yeah, console's easier. I mean, you've got everything's already mapped to your controller, so you don't have to worry about changing your key mappings. They're fairly intuitive, and the game is built for them. You're not like trying to make the square peg fit in the round hole. Yeah, I will game a little bit like MMOs. I like to do on the PC, but I'm not doing a lot of MMOs right now. I'm mainly doing Fractured, and that's only when I do get the small chance to do it. And other than that, I might log in and do a little bit of EverQuest, and that's old school EverQuest. So that goes back into my retro gaming thing. Um, so it partly is. Then it kind of depends on if I want to do gaming from like the bedroom with the laptop on my lap. I'm thinking about getting a lap desk for that, because I did a little bit of streaming yesterday from the bedroom, but it was really hard to get comfortable and use my external mouse. Um, I, of course, don't work, but you know me, I'm still always got projects going on between, supporting the D&D community like I do and like you do. With game, we support a lot of our local gaming community separately from our actual gaming itself. I'm doing a lot there, and then I also run a karaoke group, and I do a lot through that. And then I do some writing, which if you go onto my Patreon, and if you were like a second tier subscriber, it was only $10 a month, you could right now read the prologue for my current book I'm writing. Uh, so I do that, and then me and Allison have a side business where we will do proofreading, editing, and content editing for people. Everything from students to professional writers can always use editors and proofreaders. So we sometimes do that when we can get clients, and I use my computer a lot for that. My computer's not for just casual stuff. I don't have a bunch of like cheap game apps on it. I don't play Candy Crush or Idle Champions on on the computer. Now when I'm not on my PlayStation 4, it's running Idle Champions as kind of a constant run thing, but otherwise. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here since I can't seem to stream Fractured right now. Let you go and you have a good time. We've managed to keep 3 viewers for most of this, so hopefully when my stream summary comes in, maybe my average viewers will have gone up. Make sure to hit follow if you haven't already, Lurch, because I still need 37 followers in order to get my affiliate level, and have to get affiliate before we can get anybody to hit that sponsor link and actually eventually make a little bit of side money on the channel, because of course people can get their free subscription through Prime and use it every month. They can change who they subscribe to, and it doesn't cost them an extra dime. If they're a Prime member, they're already paying for Prime and stuff. But if we get in the occasional subscriptions add up to pennies and pennies of dollars and so on. So and without any of myself, that's the way I've got to go. So I'll talk to you later, Lurch. For whoever else it is that's been viewing the channel, I hope you've gotten some insight into how to do some streaming. I wasn't planning to do a how to stream video today. I was more planning to do a Fractured video, but this tells you a little bit of it, and you kind of got some clues as to some of the things we might be coming up with in the future for game. We are at least working on a few things, since we're not having a live convention this year. We are definitely having a live one next year. We're still just working on locking down the dates. As soon as we know, you will know. Make sure to check out my streams. I do have a couple of scheduled streams every week from Mondays and Wednesdays from 10 to midnight. I stream usually Final Fantasy X playthrough, although it could also end up being any other game playthrough. So it could be Dark Cloud, or it could be EverQuest, or it could be this Fractured game. And that's from 10 to midnight. Although I will sometimes go on early if I get the chance. Wednesday this week I was on for 6 hours and 50 minutes doing that. And then on Tuesdays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I run the RPG College, and topics vary from week to week. And if I don't have a topic, I'll have an open forum where people can come in and ask any questions they like about playing or DMing, about other role-playing game systems, about how to organize groups, or even how to use tools like Roll20 in order to facilitate your games online. And if I don't know the answer, I will go out and I will find it. And I will make sure to give you the best possible answers I can, or I'll fake it at least. I've been doing this for 42 years when it comes to gaming, and so I almost got it right. I know I'm getting close. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I'm going to go ahead and find a stream to redirect people to. Do a raid stream. I usually try to do that at the end of my show so that, one, I'm helping out other people, and two, they might reciprocate. So let's go to twitch.com and let's go to search. I'm going to see if there's anybody else streaming Fractured right now. See, it's Fractured the game. There's a few people playing right now. There's a May playtest stream going on live. Let's do that one. This is Pantheon Plus. They've got a commercial going on right now. But I'm going to go ahead and copy that so I can go into my stream. And I'm going to go to my raid channel and put that in there. Paste. And it looks like they've got 16 viewers. I'm going to say start raid. And then when this counts down, my viewers will go automatically over to there. So you can see how this works. I'm going to stop my stream now and then set them to go.